Okay. Well, I got a lot done today, and then I all of a sudden got nothing done today. Uh, so I got 12 volt, 400 RPM motors for the boom. I did this one and this one. I custom made some actuators for them, and they have lots of power, and I'm really happy with that. So those will be what I'll be doing for that. I also have done pretty much everything else except now for the bucket and the boom rotation. So herein lies my problem. Um, I basically did everything to run on like a 7.4 volt LiPo, and it was fine for the bottom half. It was great for the gray blade, all that stuff, but it's just not cutting it for the boom motors. I ended up getting a couple of motors I thought was really going to work because I've done it in some of my other builds, but yeah, it's just a different application, and it's not the same speed. It's not anything the same. So it was the lowest I could go, 60 RPM, and actually move material. I tried 100 RPM with that thread combo on there, wouldn't do it. 200, it would do it, but it was really slow and sluggish. 400, no go at all. So yeah, 6 volts just won't cut it on that. So my problem now in lies where I know these bigger ESCs will run on 3 cell, but I need to find the small ones so I can fit them in there. And I think I'm going to need, well, it'll be 8 functions, so I'm going to need 8 small ESCs. And then I'm going to have to go back and redo all the stuff in 12 volts. So I'll have to get some 12 volt motors for the drive, same spec, so I can swap them out. 12 volt motor for the rotation, same spec, swap it out. The gray blade, I'm kind of disappointed because I think that runs on, I think that runs on 7 or 6 volt only, or 7.4 volt I can put on it. But I think if I put 12 volts through it, I'll cook it. So I'm hopeful I might be able to pull it apart and get the same spec motor they have in there, swap it out, put the gear on it, and see if I can get that thing to go in 12 volts, because it's just dynamite. I absolutely love that. And then I'll just do the rest of the functions in 12 volt motors. So I'll have to pin this one, do that 12 volt, it's no big deal. This one's going to be a different style. I'm going to have to get the reverse style one where the motor sits like here, and then it comes and goes that way. I should be able to use this thread cylinder, so that should be really good when I get it done. But yeah, I need to go back and get one 12 volt N20, another 12 volt N3, there'll be 3 more 12 volt N20s, and then 2 of those, I call them a shorter can. There's a number with them, I can't remember what they're called. And then I'll have to sort out the gray blade and get a rotation, and then the ESCs again. So yeah, it's kind of stinky, but it just is what it is with an excavator. Just 12, like my chafe works at 6 volts, but it's pretty much kind of borderline. I think after that, I need to go 12 volts if I want to do any more with it. So everything else I've ever made is 6 volt and uses these threads when I can now, or some actuators from Actuonics. But yeah, for this guy here, there's just no way in hell that you're lifting anything here with 6 volts. It's got to be 12, and so the whole thing's got to be 12. But good news is at least I got some at home I can test out, and they're pretty fast. I might slow them down a little bit, but I'm really quite happy with that. That's moving at a good speed. That's kind of throttling it a bit right there. So maybe I'll get used to that. I might tweak around those, but I do really like that. And yeah, so I'll have to go back and rebobulate, that's a word, the other functions, and then get it up to snuff. So I gotta fix the screw there. Sticks a little bit too proud on there. It's catching. That's what that grabby sound is. But that's good. That's a good out there reach, and it's curling it back in. And as soon as I get that grub screw sorted out, that'll be smoother. But yeah, really happy with it though. That's good. I'm glad I was able to check those. Gives me some momentum to move forward, because I kind of got a bit bummed when all of a sudden I realized that 6 volt stuff wasn't going to happen. Kind of made me go almost all the way to the end and all the way back again. That's fun of that. So at least I know now forever I build an excavator ever again. 12 volts all the way. Thanks for watching. It'll be a little bit before I get this thing all sorted out and going again. I gotta order some parts.